I just asked Claude to generate 10 different clip art images for me based on Etsy data where I wanted to see listings that have been active in the last 7 days with at least 10 estimated weekly sales. And I asked it to use GPT 1.5 to generate these images, as well as ask it to remove background if necessary, because I want to make sure they are on a transparent background. And here we are. Claude has connected to Krafie, and here are the images. As you can see, those are all images that were generated. If I want it, I can just click on download. From here, I can also change it if I want to. If I want to edit something, I just say edit. If I want to, upscale it. And it also tells you where this is based on. So it's telling you that this is based on botanical bird flowers. They got these 50 estimated monthly sales. And this data comes from Krafie, which is looking at Etsy and scanning which listings are getting a lot of traction and sales. So I connected Claude to Krafie and basically build a full on automated machine. You don't need to log into the software anymore. You can just run it in your favorite AI machines. So whether you use ChatGPT, Claude, Cursor, OpenClaw, it doesn't matter. You just plug this in. And the advantage of this system is that now you can utilize your custom skills, your custom instructions, and can build a full automation. So if you want to generate 100, 200 images a day, it's going to cost you a lot of money, but you can do it based on your own methods and research. Now, you can do it because you can utilize the data that I get from Etsy and Krafie algorithm, as well as Krafie AI image generation, plug it into Claude, where you can connect it to your chats, your history, your knowledge, and apply it. You can generate clip art, you can generate wall art, you can generate t-shirt designs. If you do print on demand, if you sell digital products on Etsy, this is amazing because everything is one place and it works very well. So today I'm going to show you how you can connect Claude with Krafie and then build full-on automation system that will do research, image generation, and also image editing for you so you don't have to do anything. And if we get 100 likes on this video, I'm going to drop a special Claude skill that you can use to improve this workflow even better. Let's get this video to 100 likes, okay? So first thing first, you would need to download Claude Cowork, because if you want to build a full-on automation, so you can basically step out and go cook or something, go on a walk, you will need to download the Claude desktop version, which includes the Claude Cowork, which is the AI agent one. But honestly, this configuration can also work in Claude in your browser, but you just won't be able to schedule tasks. That's the only difference. And I believe to use Cowork, you need to have a Claude subscription. And then the next step is going to connect Krafie to Claude to MCP servers. So if you're not familiar with MCP servers, it's basically like a form of connection between a software and LLMs. LLMs are AIs, such as ChatGPT or Claude. Through MCP server connection, these two machines communicate with each other. They have access to each other's data, and basically you can use them. Krafie is an all-in-one tool for Etsy sellers. It has Etsy research built in, which you can see right here. It has AI image generation, video generation, mockup generation. All the other tools that you need are here. It's a powerful tool because under one subscription, you get a lot of tools, which normally you have to pay separately. If you want to get Etsy research tool, that's separate, 30 bucks. If you want to get AI image generation, you get the Midjourney or Photoshop or whatever, that costs extra. Here you kind of have everything in one place. We're running a promo right now where every model spends 50% fewer tokens. That's actually about to end. So if you want to hurry up, you only have a couple days left. I'm gonna give you 50% off coupon that you can use right here, that you can see on the screen right now. You can get Krafie for as little as 10 bucks if you want to just start it out. But the main advantage of our tool is that we have a lot of data on what is currently selling on Etsy, because we track listings that got getting a lot of sales within the last 30 days. We don't track all the listings. We only track the ones that are currently selling. So you can just utilize our data that's in our Etsy research app by connecting it to Claude. Okay, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to this section right here where it says connect via MCP, and connecting Krafie with Claude is actually super easy. There's an instructional video if you wanna watch it. You just have to put the link in your connector. So let me show you how you can connect it. So you're gonna go to chat, and then you're gonna click on customize, and you're gonna click on connectors. And I already have Krafie connected to my Claude, but I'm gonna disconnect it and show you from the beginning how to do it. I'm gonna remove it really quick as well so we can start it from the beginning. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on add connector button, and then you're gonna click on add custom connector, and you have to put the name. You can copy it from our page, so I just copy it. And then you also have to copy the link to the MCP server, so I just copy it as well. And you're gonna paste it here, click add, You're almost done. There's one more step. You have to authenticate your connection. And there are two different ways to do it. One is by asking Claude, are you connected to Krafie? And another, there might be an authentication button after this load up is done. So my authentication button didn't launch, but that's okay. I'm gonna show you how to launch it the other way. But before we do that, you have to set up your permissions. So I suggest changing everything to always allow, because that way you're not gonna have to be around your computer whenever you wanna set up the automation. But if you're scared that, for example, it's gonna spend a lot of money on certain tasks, you can, for example, change it to ask for permission whenever you wanna generate a video. Videos takes a lot of tokens, so maybe switching it to ask for permission is a good idea. But I would suggest keeping everything on always allowed. It's up to you. But again, we still need to authenticate it. So just open an empty chat. I'm just gonna ask to generate an image of a cat in Krafie. As you can see, I got a message that I need to connect it. That's the authentication process. So just click on connect. You're gonna see this screen, just click on approve. And boom, now you're fully connected. You don't have to do anything else. And boom, here's an image of the cat. If I want to remix it, meaning use a reinterpretation tool that's built in Krafie. So reinterpretation is basically gonna add a new spin to this image. Let's actually just click on it. So you're gonna see the results. It's gonna generate it. Boom. So as you can see, instead of white cat, now we got a black cat. If you want to edit it, you can click on edit and give a description of what you want to do it. So maybe I'm gonna say, make this a dog. So now it's gonna generate the dog. There you go. Now we got the dog. If you want to upscale it, just click on this button. And if you want to remove background, you can just click on this button right here and it's going to remove background from the image. There we go. Now we got it on a transparent background, super easy. And all your progress is also saved inside Krafie. So if you go to your history tab, if for some reason you lose your Claude chat or whatever, just go here. Everything is saved. You can just download it from this menu. Now let's run into a practical workflow so you can get an idea how this whole thing works. So as some of you guys know, I sell a lot of t-shirt designs. That's mainly what I sell on my Etsy shops. And in Krafie, we track this under simulation designs, which are digital designs of t-shirts. And there's a lot of cool t-shirts right now for the summer, like this one right here, right? It's like a fun, colorful t-shirt design. They got 9 purchases in the last 24 hours. It's a very good design that's selling very, very well. And there's a bunch of them like this one right here for the USA, right? It's for 4th of July. 3 people purchased in the last 24 hours. This one right here, we say they got 8 estimated monthly sales, but might be even more than that. 20 people have it in the cart at least. Let's see if I click on add to cart, if it's gonna show us how many people. 51 people have it in the cart. So it's a very popular design as well, okay? So Krafie is tracking all of this. So what I'm gonna do in Claude, I'm gonna switch to Cowork and I'm gonna go to projects and I'm gonna create a new project from the scratch. Let's call it 10 t-shirt designs. And I'm gonna select the folder I wanna save it. So that way all the files, anything related to this project is gonna be saved in that folder. So for example, if I wanna save designs, any that are gonna be created in Krafie, I can save them on my folder, which is on my desktop, okay? But now I'm gonna click on create. And now here are the settings we're gonna use, okay? Where it says permission, we're gonna change it to act without asking, because otherwise I will have to give it a permission every time I want it to run an action. I don't wanna do this because I wanna fully automate this. If you don't feel comfortable, I understand it, but we're gonna go with full activation mode. And then when it comes to the models, here's what I think you should do. I think you should go with Haiku 4.5, and let me explain why. So this is actually like their worst model. When I say worst, it means it doesn't have thinking capabilities like, for example, Sonnet or Opus 4.7. But let me tell you something about Claude. Claude is very expensive. And if you're gonna use their best models like Sonnet or Opus 4.7, you're gonna run out of tokens super fast and it's gonna be very pricey. And since we have Krafie connected to Claude, Krafie is gonna do majority of the work. It's gonna do the thinking work. So we literally just need Claude as a tool that basically just sending commands. So you can go with less smart model like the Haiku because we wanna save some tokens. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a command to Claude and then I'm gonna read it for you so you can copy it as well. Find 10 viral simulations designs that have at least 5 estimated monthly sales. So right here in Krafie, you can track estimated sales. So for example, this one got 16, this one got 36, this one got 3. So technically we would not use this one because it only got 3. And for newer designs, and particularly I'm interested in those colorful bright colors, design related to 4th of July and summer, and let me add, etc. Once you find those designs, please come up with something new because we don't want to copy the originals and remove background. Make sure you use GPT 2.0 to generate these images. And I believe that should be enough. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna click on generate and watch what will happen. So first thing first, Krafie is researching viral listings on Etsy, and now the images are being generated. It looks like it's doing in the batches of 5 images at the time. Okay, we got the first batch and those are really good. Honestly, they don't need to have background removed because they can just be put on a t-shirt like that. Very colorful, very cool. I like it. So that's the first batch. And the second batch, okay, the second batch is still being generated, but I'll just let it run and let's see where we're gonna get. Maybe this one right here should have a background removed because it's already on this like white background. Okay, here's the second batch and they're also good. I don't like this one. This one is too basic and I don't know. I'm not a fan of that one, but the rest is pretty good. I'm also not a fan of this one. This one would be more like a pattern than a t-shirt design, but it's okay. This one's super colorful. Okay, this one's a lot. So now Krafie is removing background. Let's actually see what we're gonna get. Again, I don't think we need to remove background from most of these, but since I already set it up, I'm just gonna let it run for the example. But that brings me to another point that like sometimes you might wanna specify more what are you exactly looking for. So maybe before you tell it right away to remove background, you want to play it out and see what type of results you're gonna get and then tell it to remove background after you have a specific information. In this case, what we could have done earlier is I could tell it that I want the design to be on a transparent background. I said remove background, but that's different than having a transparent background. The moment I would say transparent background, the AI would understand that like, oh, the design needs to kind of be centered and there's not really a lot of background behind it. It will create something completely different. Actually, we're gonna test it out in a minute with changing to the prompt what it's gonna get. But okay, so it looks like the first task is done. It's even showing you, it's even telling you what this is based on. So it's telling you all these designs. So like this one, for example, got 50 sales a month, which is a lot. And then it's giving you links to the transparent background versions. Like this is a transparent background version. It's not that bad actually, just hello summer. Okay, yeah, it could work, but this is based on this image right here. And in my opinion, this image is way more interesting than what we got right here. But we're gonna try this new prompt that I just told you. But before we do that, I wanna show you one more thing. So when you go to your project, what you can do is you can schedule tasks. And for example, we can schedule this task of generating summer related t-shirt to be done, for example, every hour. And you do want to spread them out a little bit because if you ask Krafie, for example, to generate 100 images at once, it can do it. But first, you're going to spend a lot of money. And two, sometimes Claude can reach their limit. And when they reach their limit, they won't be able to basically finish the task that you asked them to. Also, sometimes there might be mistakes happen. So you want to check and see if Claude is doing good work. But I just copied the prompt that I used before. And I'm gonna call this summer t-shirt design on schedule. And in the prompt, I'm gonna say, make sure the designs are on a transparent background and remove the background if needed. And the rest stays the same. I'm also gonna change it to act without asking. And let's run it one more time, but this time it's gonna be on a schedule. I need to put something in the description, so I'm just gonna say hourly t-shirt generation. Okay, let's click on save, and this is active, so every hour this is gonna start running, but I don't want to wait an hour to get this started, so I'm just gonna click on run now. And right here I can see my scheduled tasks that are running. So let's open this up. And once the images are ready, I'm just gonna show you the final results. Okay, we got way better results this time. Then here are the ones where we removed background. So let's open one of them. Let's see. Okay, it looks good. This one looks good as well. This one's pretty good. But let's test this out with wall art. I'm gonna ask it to generate 10 wall art designs. Again, I'm gonna have it on the act without asking permissions. We're gonna use Haiku 4.5 and I create a new project called wall art. I said find 10 viral wall art designs that have at least 5 estimated monthly sales and for newer designs. And I'm particularly interested in bathroom humor wall art. So if you guys been following Etsy trends, you should probably know that like bathroom humor wall art, it's very popular. It's actually #1 selling wall art category. And here's an example of that. This raccoon sitting on a toilet. They got 25 estimated monthly sales, for example. Or like this frog right here, or this giraffe that's in a jacuzzi. That can also be categorized as that. As you can see, it says whimsical bathroom art. And then I said, once you find it, please create something similar, but with a new twist. We only want the design, so no frames, no mockups, because as you can see, the design is on a mockup, but we are not interested in that. We just want the design itself, right? The design should take the whole page, so it takes the whole page. Sometimes it cuts it out, that's why I said it. Make it typical wall art aspect ratio, usually it's like a 4:5, and make sure to use GPT 2.0 to generate these images. And I'm gonna click on generate, and I'm gonna show you results once we are done with generation. So again, now it's thinking, it's going through the process, it's gonna research Etsy, so now it's researching Etsy as we speak. I didn't ask it to remove background because for wall art, I mean, we don't have to remove background, but I could ask it to, for example, for upscale these images. That will be useful. For our example, it should be okay. So I'm just gonna let it run. And here are the results. My favorite is the turtle. That's the one I can see generating money. Maybe the cat could work as well. The corgi, it's not really working because that's more like a mock-up. I don't know what happened here. This one, looks more like an ad and a wall art. Then we got more stuff here. This one could work. This one could work as well. Corgi is the one that bothers me the most, and the ad right here. And it's something that you're gonna encounter when you're gonna generate these images. You will need to do some fine tuning, which can be annoying, but unfortunately, that's how it is. And you can improve this process with generating more images. Everything is saved in your project. So everything that you do in this project, your AI can reference to and remember. So the more you generate images, the more wall art you generate or whatever clip art, doesn't matter, the better it's gonna get, and it's gonna remember the instructions we given in the past. But what we can also do to improve the results is improve your prompting, right? So the prompt I use in Claude, maybe it's not the best one. So what we can do is we can give feedback to Claude and then ask it to give me a better prompt that I can use in the future. So this is exactly what I did. I'd say the picture with the corgi looks like a mock-up, and I ask you to generate wall art, right? And then I added, so if I wanna run this workflow in the future based on everything we did and the feedback I gave you, what would be a good prompt to use? And then it gave me a prompt that I can use in the future that's way improved. It's based on my feedback and whatever happened here. So I can just copy this in the future and generate this in the next workflow. And I also want to mention one more thing. I know everyone is hyped up about Claude. It's like a new trendy AI model, but I'm going to be honest with you, Claude is the most expensive AI model out there, especially if you use Opus or Sonnet. Those are very pricey models, and you're gonna run out of tokens super fast. Even when you use the Haiku 4.5, which is the one that's using the least amount of tokens, it can still be pricey, okay? So I want to offer you a better alternative in my opinion, and that is to use Codex. And Codex is basically ChatGPT, okay? Codex comes from OpenAI. It works very similar to Claude Cowork. And this is video dedicated to Claude, so I don't really want to go over Codex. If you want me to do a tutorial on Codex, just say Codex in the chat. We're gonna go over that. But you can connect Krafie through MCP connection as well. It's super easy to connect Codex with Krafie using MCP servers. First, click on Generate Token, and remember, you don't want to share this with anyone. Next, go to the Codex app and click on Settings, and then Settings again. Next, you want to click on MCP Servers, and you're gonna click on Add Server. Then you're gonna click on Streamable HTTP, and you're gonna fill out the form. First is name. You can copy it from our website or just type in Krafie. Then is the URL, which you can copy from the page as well. Then you're gonna go to headers, and when it says key, you're gonna put authorization. And for the value, you're gonna copy your token key with the word bearer at the beginning. After that, click save. If for some reason Krafie MCP server doesn't show up here, close Codex app completely. and turn it on again. After a successful restart, you should see the Krafie MCP server. If it's still not there, try going through this process one more time. To test if the connection is actually working, ask Codex to generate picture in Krafie. You might have to approve some tasks at the beginning, so just click on allow. If everything is set up correctly, you should be able to see the image and download it on your computer. If you want to use Krafie, I'm going to give you 50% off coupon that you can see right here on the screen. Use it on any subscription plan. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy this. I will see you next time.